So good over. 78 for 2. And this is going to go down to the boundary. Too close for the cut. But still a boundary to Jayawardene. What would you call this shot? What? Well, different names. You can call it what you like, but I would call it a square cut or an under edge.
Because he literally tapped it down and he hit the pitch hard. There you go. Went over the top. I would say unlucky to the bowler.
It tempts Yunis to bowl over 2 more.
That's poor. That is a poor delivery and made full use of it. But Navitana just threw the bat. It was a full toss delivery and had every chance of going to the boundary.
Well, interesting shot because he had to reach for it and he did well to keep it down. Just before lunch, about 10 or 11 minutes to go for lunch. Navitana reaching for it very wide outside the off stump, but he must be seeing the ball quite well now. Navitana, he's batted there for almost 2 hours. It's been a good innings, Taranga Navitana. A controlled and an important innings, and the type of innings you would expect from an opener. Again steered in that gap. Get another boundary. Just 2 runs. But Navitana is a very, very strong square on the offside. And maybe his low grip also tends to help him to play a little bit more squarer. Would love to cut and maybe steer. That's exactly what he's doing. Closing in on his first half century. It's 47 not out.
Well, most of the runs for Sri Lanka has come behind the stumps. There's more of a third man or a offside square. So that means the bowling by the Pakistanis been a touch short or wide, I would say.
Has played fine. That should be his half century. And that is Taranga Navitana's maiden test half century, and an important one because it's come at a time when Sri Lanka needed him to back through after they lost those 2 early wickets, and he has certainly provided Sri Lanka that stability. Well played to Taranga Navitana.
Technically very sound. Really impressive 50 by Navitana. 8 boundaries in that, and none of the boundaries been flashy. They've been well in control. Strike rate of 76. That's what you need to see at the test match level. Very well played. Great knock. He would love to turn this into 100 now.
And out got behind, and Jayawardene is gone. Abdul Rauf has got his first wicket, and what a time to lose the 3rd wicket, Sri Lanka. At the stroke of lunch, Jayawardene gone. It's 96 for 3.
That was a superb delivery. A very rare pitched up delivery by Abdul Rauf. Right in the slot. Look at this. Dragged him out. Big outside edge. Kamran Nakmo made no mistake on that occasion. Must have been a very relieved man. Dropped him earlier. And the wicket for a man in debut. Mahela Jayawardene goes for 30. It's 96 for 3.
Thilan Samaraweera is the new batsman. A very solid player. Has a brilliant batting record. Particularly the last 2 years since he's come back to the national side, he's done extremely well because he's there. Mahela Jayawardene was dismissed by this excellent delivery by Abdul Rauf. Just enough movement to find the outside edge, and Kamran Akmal must be relieved. He's played at it, right area definitely, and the outside edge. So another debutant for Pakistan. Not the ideal start for him. The Sri Lankan 100 is up. It's short and outside the off stump. Navitana, as we've been telling you, has been very, very strong square on the offside, and that's another boundary.
It's never easy for a captain when you've got 2 of your main bowlers who are the debutants. It doesn't matter what age you are, how much first-class cricket you played, when you come at the test match level, it's never easy, and we can clearly see Abdul Rauf struggled early on with the with the ball. That brings 100 for Sri Lanka. And now Saeed Ajmal, first delivery, a loose one. But this man looks good, I'm telling you. He's on 57.
That's middle. Right arm over.
Thilan Samaraweera, who has been having a great run with the bat since his return. He's been averaging 62 against the West Indies, 81 against India, then 62 against Bangladesh, and then 234.50 against Pakistan in that abandoned series. Phenomenal average. And since he's come back, he's changed his approach, looked to play a little bit more aggressively, and he's looked more the complete player, Thilan Samaraweera. Hasn't been afraid to attack when the opportunity permits. In the past, Lanka, he's been generally pretty slow. I mean, if you look at the number of balls and the runs he's scored in the past, and since he's come back, strike rate has improved. He's looked to dominate the bowling, which has paid off for Samaraweera.
Well, in the last series in Pakistan, he played. It seemed that we're never going to get him out. And that's exactly what happened. 469 runs with the average of what? 234.50. He was the only man standing at the crease every time you look at the match. But he hasn't played any cricket since then. That's the plus point for Pakistan. Not any first class match, not any international. So that might be just going in Pakistan's favor.
Top ball to end the first over. Saeed Ajmal, 102 for 3.